Hey everybody, how we doing today? Beautiful day here in the Florida Keys. Mid 80s, not a cloud in the sky, full sun, low winds. I should be fishing. But today was Saturday. I just released the new Bloody Tuna Shark shirt this morning. So I had to spend a lot of time packing a bunch of orders, getting them to the post office because they only work half days today. And I wanted to get those out. So I figured, hey, why not do another tour of my island Key West videos? The last one, we kind of went to the left and hit the south side beaches. More the tourist zone on that side. So I figured, well, maybe we'll go to the right and we'll hit the commercial zone. The more non-touristy business side of the Keys. I think people will find it kind of interesting. And later on, I'll do another video about the more tourist stuff on the Duval and so forth. But anyways, let's go check it out. I've got the troll bike all ready to go, packed up. No, you've got to stay here today. You stay, be a good boy. Troll bike's time to go on a ride. All right, let's hit the road. It's a beautiful day today. This is the actual road that I'm going to be coming back on, so I'll fast forward to the beginning and we can start from there. All right, welcome to Key West. So, if you came from that way, driven about 110 miles from Miami, you come, and boom! You dead end here, and you have the choice of going to the left or the right. Last video, we went to the left and hit the beaches. Today, we're going to go to the Roosevelt to the right and kind of hit the business side of Key West. So let's check it out. Now I just want to start off these videos with safety first. As I alluded to on my first video, where that same day I did that one video, a guy ended up killing themselves actually on the road that we're going to visit today. And also another accident that happened that same day or two was a lady was coming from up the Keys, coming down into Key West, basically where the sign is where I was just filming. She ended up back-ending cars that were parked there waiting to make the right to Key West. Came back onto that median where I was standing, tried to cut back, sideswiped a bunch of cars, including a police car, and then cutting across Roosevelt Avenue where you're supposed to make the right and T-boning cars there and finally coming to a stop. She was on drugs, but that's what we gotta watch out for. We're still at the main intersection, but the strip that goes all the way along here and kind of wraps around is kind of where the more budget-friendly mainstream hotels are located, because you're kind of way away from the tourist side on this east part of Key West. This is the big Marriott here on the corner, but you'll see a lot of these. You got the Hilton Gardens. I know what these are. Fairfield Inn. But you'll see it wraps all the way around, but we'll check those out. I was debating on whether to put these in, but you know what? The commercial side is kind of boring, but this is probably a good public service announcement. But right here at this outlet to the Marriott, I was coming into the outgoing, leaving Key West to go fishing. There's this long turn lane where you have to wait for the long light there. So I'm sitting there, and then this is where a lady was on with her boyfriend or husband. She was on the back of a little scooter, pulled out, lost control, fell off, and got run over and killed. And that's where I was parked there, and then they had her body kind of inscribed in with the white paint, and then the motorcycle there. And that was kind of an odd thing. I tried to look for the footage that I had from last year before, but I couldn't find it, but I remember that succinctly. I used to see those all the time when I was in India. That's why I learned to drive a motorcycle, but they'd have all the body lines everywhere where people were killed. But that's what happens down here. Now, as soon as you turn the corner, then it opens up into the Gulf of Mexico side. Now, this whole right-hand side that we're gonna be riding is really not a lot of public access. It's generally like resorts, you have residentials, and then a lot of military. So really don't get to do much on this side here. All right, second word of warning. When you come down here, these things are tourist traps, and they will kill you. These are the crosswalks where you're supposed to rely on oncoming traffic to stop for you because it's the state law and the government says that you're safe. Don't trust that. Not at all. Never. Don't do it. Don't. We'll actually cross one of these down farther, but I'm telling you, don't. And we have these old style strip malls, I guess. Two-story, bunch of office buildings there. McDonald's. We do have a couple of McDonald's. And the other thing that you'll see only on this road is gas stations. They're only on this main thoroughfare. But you get a great view. This is where one of my peoples got killed. Motorcycle guy. Pretty much coming down like him. And then a car pulled out of the bank, cut right out into the middle of the traffic, and he just T-boned it and died. Bonefish Chuck lives right about here at the Marina. And that makes it real easy for us when we want to go out to the backcountry, out along here. So we got the Bay Keys, my Jurassic Islands, Kioagua. And I launched from on the other side of this, on the other side. Even for this tiny island, we've got, I think, 3 car dealerships. I mean, this is Chevrolet, then we've got Kia, and I think a Toyota dealership down the road, but all on this road as well. And another one of the bigger boutique style hotels here. And my local IHOP. I've got this in a couple of my videos. What I do is during the summertime when I start going after tarpon at nighttime off the shore, if I go out and the tide is not right and I have to wait a bit, I'll come over here, get some strawberry pancakes, burn a couple hours, and then head back out. Okay, we are at the first shopping plaza. This is Searstown Plaza, little strip mall. We did used to have a movie theater until Hurricane Irma took it out. And then this is the one of 2 Publix grocery stores. We have the 2 Publix, one's just a quarter of a mile down the road, and then a Winn-Dixie. That's it for the major grocery stores. And then a couple more other things down here in the Sears I'll show you now. The other anchors for this plaza is we've got the TJ Maxx. That actually just opened up last year, or 2017 last year. Outback Steakhouse, that's favorite for tourists to come and sample some local cuisine. And then the Sears and Sears Auto. I use them to do my mountain balance on my tires. Not a lot of automotive places around, so Sears, I don't know how long that's going to be open, but it's probably one of their more profitable ones in the country. Back on the Gulf side, we got the Ibis Bay Resort. This is actually for sale if anybody wants it. It's kind of unknown because it's not just this here, it's a full resort and they got bungalows in the back, a lot of property. But this is pretty much the end of the resorts on the water on this side. And just opposite to that, we got the Clayton Sterling Baseball Complex. So I think there's 4 baseball fields, softball fields, and then a football field on the other side. Next to Ibis Bay, then you've got the entry to Sigsbee. That's the military base. I can't go on there. And then to our target area, we're gonna go to the next mall. All right, our next shopping mall is Key Plaza. This is where the other Publix is. Got Office Max, Dollar Tree, and then the anchor is probably Kmart. We still have one of those. So that Kmart and the Sears I just showed you is basically what we have. We don't have Target, Walmart, any of those things. We got Kmart or Sears. But that is this strip mall. And actually, we might take a ride back there and see Esky rods because they're in this shopping plaza. And there's Esky rods. Bam! So since we have the Publix and the Winn-Dixie, the cost of living when people ought to inquire about the expense, that's why it's livable, because we have grocery stores, dollar stores, and stuff like that. It's just the other parts. If you eat out every night, it's expensive. If you buy your groceries and cook at home, then it's no different than anywhere else. And just when you thought things were safe, so guy riding his bicycle down here, got pinched by a truck underneath the tires, killed. So he died right there. And then another one died right here at this intersection, trying to cross the street. Truck didn't stop, dead bicyclist. So that's two right in this little 20 feet stretch here. And we've got a Home Depot. There's actually a couple of them in the Keys, but this one's a boomer. Lots of money to be made here. I think we got like 3 or 4 Walgreens. And here's that Kia dealership I was talking about. And this is the third and last of the large shopping malls. We've got the Key Plaza. So you got Five Guys, AutoZone. There's a CVS, the Winn-Dixie, Ross, Pier 1s, and even a Denny's, and probably the most popular restaurant in the Keys, Domino's Pizza. Out of the Winn-Dixie and the Publix, Publix is a little nicer, a little bit more upgraded. Although this Winn-Dixie just had a remodel last year. They just have more things on sale, and it's a little bit cheaper, so I head over here. Publix gets kind of crowded as well with a lot of people, but I don't know. This is open 24 hours, so it's nice, so that's kind of a big thing as well. And there they are, Coconut Inc. They're only Monday through Friday, family-owned business, so closed weekends. Papa John's, that moved from down from where Duval was. Starbucks, we got a Starbucks, couple of Starbucks. Yeah, it's like 3 or 4 years old. Oh, chain pulled off. What the hell? Had a blowout. Bam, we're on the road again. All right, we're gonna attempt to do a crossing. Oh, this guy's going as well, so let's double team him. Yeah, I better stop. Everybody stop for me. Yay. This is the old Banana Bay. It didn't survive Hurricane Irma. It was kind of rolled and run down anyways, but they finally just tore it down this year. But it is now gone. All these buildings are really old and dilapidated, but again, another one. Nice cool ocean over there, but you can't get to it because it's private property, resorts, military. But we're coming up on the Marina. Taco Bell, Napa. And a new thing I'm going to show you. And we got our first Sonic drive-in. That just opened up this last year as well. Full-on drive-in. It doesn't get as busy as I thought it would be, but it gets a rush every once in a while. I haven't been there myself. On last video I mentioned where the guy got in a wreck and killed himself that same day I did that video. But he was basically coming towards us on this road. This is just one turn. This road only has one turn, plus it has a light, but speeding, came through, boom, lost control in the turn, went through the parking lot here, and there was a, hey! That's the third person commenting on my videos, but then ended up underneath a boat that was parked on this pawn shop and killing himself. But that was it. Just one turn with a light and still missed it. Give a shout out to the newly designed and refurbished Southernmost Post VFW. But they basically just remodeled this thing this last year as well, so it's all nice and new. Hurricane Irma did a lot of damage on this road, but these guys recovered. Beautiful building now. Restaurant open to everybody. Unfortunately, The only fast food place that I would eat at is Burger King because it's close to where I live and it was cheap, maybe once a month. But they didn't survive the hurricane and they just rebuilt it, but it doesn't look like they're going to open it up again. So no fast food for me. And then there's Owen's Okopep. That's the cheapest gas on the island there. Now we're here at Garrison Bite, which is basically Houseboat Row and Charter Boat Row, the beginning of it. And right through there is the cut that gets you out to the Gulf. And these are all military housing here. Coast Guard Commander Jose lived right around there, but on the other side facing the Gulf side. So that's where we always launched his boat out of. But this is the city marina. Getting close to home. We have these twice the ice machines, so those are the best places to get ice in town.
No, sir. Get over here.
If you want to catch tarpon at nighttime, this is where to do it. Nighttime only though. Otherwise during the day they're over here at the feeding stations eating scraps. Alrighty, come on. Come. I waited for you. See? Fun's all over. Bored with me.
Thank you for understanding.
Steve-O!
Hey, how's it going?
All about bait, brother!
It's on.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Good, good.
Doing a Key West tour video.
Nice, nice.
So we were right there underneath the bridge. We came out from the other side under the bridge and then checked out Charter Boat Row. So that road kind of just cuts through to the Old Town as well, parallel to the road we're on here, the main US 1, Truman and Roosevelt. But maybe a different day we'll head that way. That's more the military zone. All to the right of that side is all military, so not much use to me. And then we start getting into the downtown, Midtown, and then Old Town. So we'll cruise on here a little bit farther, but that's pretty much the end of the commercial zone. You'll see a few more small businesses on the sides of the roads here, but not too much. Oh yeah, our third car dealership. Toyota, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Ford. And this is Bayview Park. This is where the seafood festival is and the Thursday farmers market. But this also marks where Truman turns into a single side road, so one lane each direction. And this is where I refuse to ride on the road. Screw that. Supposedly because they put these markings down that bicyclists can take the entire row. But screw that. Sidewalk for me, because I ain't dying. Pretty much all along the road here are these guest houses, bed and breakfast style. So that's where you'll find a lot of these. Pretty much all the houses down here have been converted to these bed and breakfast style places. Except for the old church here. And we made it to Duval, which is the tourist center road. But we'll do that on another video. Now to get back home, these are the roads I take, the residential side streets. I never take those main roads. Much nicer, less stress relief. I'm not gripping the handlebars so hard and sweaty from getting black. Not mentally and physically drained from riding my bike on the rain road. See, isn't this so much nicer? Da 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 da. All right, we're back. Hot, sweaty. It was like 82, 83 degrees out there, full sun today. Oh, I could feel kind of a little burnt today. Sure, it worked out good, kept me out of the sun there and cool. But anyways, that was basically from start to finish about 3.5 miles, just straight up our commercial zone right through Key West. Walking it, you're probably looking at about an hour, 15 minutes roughly, depending on how fast you walk it. Anyways, I hope it's probably not the most interesting for everybody, but then again, if you kind of want to see a little different part of the normal Key West postcard moment, and plus if you're ever interested in moving down to the Keys or Key West, you'll kind of see what we've got here. Yeah, we don't have any of the Walmarts and Targets and fancy department stores, but I mean, we've got the basics, because really, what do you need? I was thinking about it. I didn't wear pants this last year. I've got them all packed away, never used them, so pretty much 100% shorts and just t-shirts and fishing shirts all year. That's about all you need. Kind of cuts down on the clutter. But stuff like the everyday stuff, like groceries, Publix, Winn-Dixie. So if you eat at home, it's really not that more expensive than on the mainland. If you go out every night partying and eating out at restaurants, then yeah, it's going to be expensive. But anyways, hopefully you found that somewhat interesting. I think I'll do some more follow-up Key West videos. Maybe one definitely to kind of showcase the touristy stuff, of course. Maybe another one on the food eateries around. Not so much the touristy ones, but more the locals ones, the working class restaurants and places to eat. There's quite a few around, a little bit more reasonably priced. Maybe add Stock Island to that as well, because that's kind of the working class island. And also our island is kind of broken up into kind of neighborhoods. Like we have the Bahama Villages, which is a real cool area there. The Old Town, where mainly like the touristy areas are, the classic historical stuff. But then we have Midtown. I live in the area called the Meadows. the new town was kind of surrounding the areas that we checked out where the commercial center is. The areas around that, the residentials, are considered new town. So just kind of a video about that aspect of it. But anyways, I hope you found it interesting. Thanks for watching. Oh, the shirts are cranking. I just got back after releasing that video this morning. So I've had 40 orders, around $1,500 sold so far. And that's just the initial video where I didn't even actually make a release video. I'll do that. Probably the video before this will be an official release video for this bloody shark tuna shirt there. And yeah, but anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.